This area now is the other side of the wall. It's West Belfast, Davis Street, Falls Road, Catholic Republican area. Back there is where we were, Shankill, West Belfast, Palace and Loyalist area. So what we drove through there, excuse me, is where the longest wall, highest wall starts from. It starts from there, runs between the factory and the church, makes its way beyond the backs of houses, makes its way to the area where I showed you earlier on, then advances towards the mountain, dividing the people on both sides. This side, West Belfast, Davis Street, Falls Road, Catholic Republican area. The other side, West Belfast, Shankill, Palace and Loyalist area. Here comes a little story. The year is 1969. In 1969, when the Troubles took off big time, this area around here was very sad, very worrish, very like Lebanon, Beirut. But during that time in 1969, there was no walls dividing the people. So I use the word eventually. I use the word eventually a lot. Trust me, I really do. Eventually. Trust me, if I die, I want to say the word eventually. Seriously. The reason why I say the word eventually so many times is because why did the British government never send their armies in the way back then before me and you was ever born? The reality is, after hearing the past history, unfortunately, the British government's armies unfortunately were already here doing terrible things upon the Irish people. So in August 1969, the British government sent the armies in. Whenever the armies marched in, they didn't build the walls right away. Put your mind to a World War II movie. In a World War II movie, you see rings of barbed wires and wooden axes. Along here, the British government's armies put rings of barbed wires and wooden axes. And on certain occasions along the wooden axes, you got Checkpoint Charlie. But now today, you're looking at walls, doors and gates. Those gates behind you there, close each day. Yes, close each day. Monday to Friday, 6 o'clock. Those gates behind you there do not open on a Saturday or Sunday. As the wall runs along towards the mountain, as I did show you, there's only gates and doors which opens and closes at various times. All of the gates shut on Sunday, except for one gate. The one gate is controlled by a computer with lights flash on it to tell you to stand by as the walls close in. Whenever the walls are totally closed, you have to drive around a longer way to get in and out of each other area. So in case you're going to ask me a question, are the walls coming down today? The sad news today will be no. The reason why is because in some areas, the walls have risen higher, just over 3.5 and 4.5 years ago. Do you remember the area up in Ardown? You jumped out of the vehicle briefly to look at the words around the rooftop. I showed you down the bottom of the road, there's a wall down there with a green fence dividing the people. That was one of the walls risen higher between 3.5 and 4.5 years ago. Excuse me. And not only that, the British government calls the walls peace lines and peace walls. That's a load of bloody crap. I call the walls B&B. B&B? Belfast Berlin walls. There's nothing peaceful about them. Walls that bring division amongst people. It brings division, sadness and evil. It does not bring peace. My friends, I hope you found this too interesting. Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you.
I haven't finished just yet. Now I'm going to give you the good news. The good news is, excuse me, can and will there ever be total peace? Would you believe me? I have done so much reading and research, trust me, I really have. It would blow your bloody mind away, the amount of stuff I went through in my brain about the way I speak. But the good news is, I've done so much reading and research, I can now tell you, if the British government was sitting beside us right now, listen to my words I'm about to tell you, the British government can achieve total peace here within 2 years. Better still, I'm even going to prove to you it does work. And this is something you're about to hear, but governments have never did in their lifetime. They need to rise up now and do this right now. This is how you bring about total peace. Because I will agree with you, there is peace, but unfortunately not total peace. Because if there was total peace, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about a wall behind your head. You with me? So this is what the British government should do right now. Ban and all marching, flags and parades on both sides. Flags and parades on both sides do not put the bread and butter on the table. They only bring evil and sorrow to our people and sadness to our children. The way forward is for the British government to rise up, ban the flags and parades on both sides, then and only then have as many integrated schools as possible. Integrated schools, for instance, trust me, it's only a waste of money even now. What's the point in having integrated schools even now while the flags and the parades can still bring the evil to the classroom? Ban the flags and parades on both sides, then have your integrated schools, then do away with your walls and your murals. And that's how you do bring it to an end. And better still, here comes the good news. As I speak to you now, it's going on out there as I speak to you now. Even in Belfast and in different parts of the north of Ireland, Catholics and Protestants live beside each other. with no walls, no flags, no parades, and their children play together. Even before William married Mary, Catholics and Protestants have been marrying each other for hundreds of years. So as I speak to you now, there's more goodness going on than there is evil. But I'll tell you one key thing: if the flags and parades ain't stopped, unfortunately, total peace is still a long way off. Once again, I hope you found this so interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And do you remember up in the